For the second time, Himawari was caught by Jura, and for the second time too, Jura used bijuu dama to attack Team 10 and also Himawari, who tried to escape. On the other hand, it is a fact that Kurama still remembers all the events before he was finally reincarnated in Himawari's body, and Kurama was completely unaffected by Aida's zeno power. Then when the situation is in danger, Kurama did not immediately help Himawari, but let Himawari try first. But because Inojin tried to help Himawari, who at that time had been caught by Jura, Inojin tried to attack Jura. But unfortunately, Inojin died and his body was stuck by a tree that Jura took out from under the ground. And in the end, from feeling so sad and angry because her friend was killed by Jura, it triggered Himawari to turn into a Kurama. Himawari's eyes and whiskers look like Kurama, and now Kurama has taken over Himawari's body. Let's go. We will continue part 2 of the Boruto manga spoilers. But since this is a translation and not the official manga plus, I apologize if there are any wrong parts, but I assure you that the accuracy will be the same as the original manga, which will be released on the 20th on Manga Plus. And let's continue the Boruto manga spoilers chapter 10. Previously, Kurama explained what had happened, and the reason why Kurama came back to life in Himawari's body. Then after Himawari understood everything, suddenly Himawari woke up and shouted, asking Kurama to do something. Then, Shako and Inojin, who saw Himawari wake up, became relieved. Thank goodness, Himawari, you finally realized too. Then Himawari was seen yelling again, calling Kurama, "Hey Kurama, do you hear me?" Hearing Himawari, who yelled for Kurama, Shikadai asked, "What's wrong, Himawari?" But apparently Jura still hasn't stopped chasing them. Jura, while flying, took out the bijuu issued through his eyes again and tried to shoot at them. And sure enough, the bijuu was fired at them, but it missed and hit the wing of the Inojin bird. However, due to loss of balance, the bird they were flying with ended up falling. However, Shako asked them all to hold on tightly to her body, and she immediately changed her size to a large and used her body as a foothold for them to fall on. After that, Shikadai thanked Shako for saving us. Then seeing Team 10 and also Himawari survive the bijuu attack, Jura thought that, as he had said before, they were all good teams. But unfortunately, this is the last day for them. Because what else can you do? You are the ones who chose this choice. And now Jura is standing in front of them all. And for the umpteenth time, Himawari tried to call Kurama. But Kurama had now responded. Kurama told Himawari to stop being a spoiled child. No one can deal with it but you. Of course, whether my power will be used or wasted, it all depends on you, Himawari. Hearing Kurama's words stating that Himawari should fight alone, Himawari said to Kurama, "Even though you say so, what can I do?" Kurama responded to what Himawari said and understood. "Your chakra is better than all your predecessors. I have a high chakra affinity, and that it even surpasses Uzumaki Naruto. And now you have to throw away all those prejudices. And the first thing you have to do is believe in yourself. It seems like you can't do that, and the future isn't bright anyway," Kurama said to Himawari. Sure enough, guys, Kurama didn't spoil Himawari. Kurama wants Himawari to try first, because it is strange if a child of Uzumaki Naruto has a weak soul, even though she is a girl. And at the same time, Himawari then ran towards Jura and tried to kick him. But unfortunately, the kick was a very ordinary kick. The kick was very easily parried by Jura. Seeing Himawari in action and attacking Jura himself made Team 10 panic. Jura then grabbed Himawari's leg and threw Himawari to the ground. Inojin and Shikadai became quite panicked seeing Himawari injured, while shouting and calling her name. Then seeing Himawari helpless, Inojin immediately took out the tiger he drew to attack Jura. But unfortunately, this is an attack that is very easy to counteract by Jura. Then, for the second time, Himawari was trapped by a Jura tree. Jura said, "You will become my food, but you will not feel pain. As for fear, that sensation will disappear eventually, and the pain in your leg will end soon." Inojin could not remain silent seeing Himawari treated like that by the Jura. Then Inojin immediately ran towards the Jura and tried to attack from close range with his kunai. If anyone saw Inojin moving rashly, shouted his name and told him to stop. But Inojin still tried to help Himawari, and when Inojin approached Jura, Inojin was immediately bounced due to a kick given by Jura towards Inojin's stomach. Himawari, who saw the injured Inojin, became quite hysterical. "Stop it, they have nothing to do with this." Himawari tried to keep the jura from hurting her friends again. However, Inojin, who was in a helpless state, tried once again to save Himawa. Inojin said to Jura, "Let go of the child." But at the same time, suddenly the one from under the ground immediately pierced Inojin's stomach. And because of that, Inojin died immediately. Inojin died with his stomach pierced by Jura's tree. Seeing that Inojin was no longer alive, Chocho and Shikatai shouted, "No, Inojin, why do you have to die?" Jura, who had just killed Inojin, seemed to realize something. "Wait, I've read it before, but what is it?" And suddenly, Himawari at that time was trapped by the Jura tree, turned into Kurama. That's right, Kurama took over Himawari's body. Now Kurama has switched bodies into Himawari due to the anger, sadness felt by Himawari due to the killing of Inojin. Himawari in Kurama mode immediately looked at the Jura with a very sharp gaze and said, "Stop, didn't I tell you to stop?" And now we see the embodiment of Kurama, who has taken over Himawari's body. The eyes and mustache on Himawari's face changed like Kurama. Jura, who saw Himawari, became a little panicked, and Jura said in his heart, "What is this? What's with the sudden change?" Kurama laughed and said, "Looks like you've lost your temper. Take this and let's see if we can create a really big mess, Himawari." And yes, that's the second part of Boruto Chapter 10 spoilers. Everything I said may be wrong, because this is all translated from Japanese and not official from Manga Plus. So let's wait for the 20th in May. By the way, help me reach 1K subscribers. iits'Nime. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Data Bayo.